What's up, everybody? I just finished another book in the Spinetinglers series. This is We Wish You a Scary Christmas. This is a book that I was not looking forward to reading. There's quite a few of these books that I've read that I just did not like. Boogie's Back for Blood, I read earlier this year, is absolutely amazing. Where Have All the Parents Gone is probably the worst book I've read this year. Honestly, I don't know. Maybe not quite as bad. I don't know. It's pretty bad. Anyway, We Wish You a Scary Christmas is about these two boys named Shad, S-H-A-D, and Virgil. They're hanging out at their house. Virgil is staying with Shad because his parents are truck drivers, and Virgil is basically like this adopted son of this family. I had a lot of friends like this growing up where I would, stay at their house for days at a time, It was just something we actually did in the 90s. I don't know how kids do now. But anyway, they're talking about a treehouse that they built earlier this year at this farm down the road from their house. And they're saying that they wish they could go back, but the last time they went, they got chased off by this guy named Mr. Slaggle, which is the owner of the place now. Because before they went, there was a guy that passed away, and these people bought this place. So they decided to be friends with this kid at school named Emery, who is the son of Mr. Slaggle. And Emery's a little weird. None of the kids really talk to him or like him. He's weird. He stays to himself, all this good stuff. And every time the two boys try to talk to him, this kid named Deke, I think that's his name, is his older brother, Emery's older brother. And he comes up and he acts really paranoid and asks them, what are y'all talking about? What did you ask Emery? Don't tell them anything, this and that. And it's actually pretty intriguing. So this goes on for a couple of chapters where these kids try to talk to Emery. Nothing happens. They're at a Christmas party and they finally get Emery to talk, and Emery tells them that their parents have Santa Claus locked in their cellar. So, and he's worried. He's like, all the kids aren't going to get Christmas presents and all of this crazy stuff. So basically the story turns into these kids wanting to go and save Santa Claus. And I didn't hate this book. I actually enjoyed it a lot more than what I thought I was going to. And it's weird because this was not scary at all, unless you count the owner of the place coming at you with a shotgun, which is indeed scary, but the rest of this book is not scary. In fact, it's very fun because it's intriguing on do we really think Santa's in the cellar? I honestly didn't. I didn't think that he was going to be there. I thought it was going to be like some kind of like mall Santa or something, and they even bring that up. I'm not gonna say what's there, but it is actually really, really fun book. It's not like this amazing thing. It's just silly, goofy, and if I had to describe it in any word, it would be cute. I know that isn't something you expect from a Spinetinglers book, but it was really cute. There's like a reveal in the barn in this book that's really cool. I liked it. And earlier in the book, when they go to where the treehouse is at, they mention very briefly that there's these weird creatures out there. And I actually forgot about this. I was like, and it kind of ties into the ending, and it's really cool. And that's really all there is to We Wish You a Scary Christmas. There's nothing like amazing about this book, but I think that it was just fine. Like, I don't think that it was like some amazing thing that you must read. In fact, you could probably predict half of it. But yeah, well, other than the ending, there's a twist involving the Slaggles, which I didn't expect. And it kind of didn't make a lot of sense. It also didn't make a lot of sense why a certain person is there. That's all I'm going to say. Almost spoiled it. But yeah. And there's some questionable parenting in here as well. But yeah, I really love the ending of this. And also I want to point out one of my favorite scenes in this book is Shad and his little sister. They have like a cute little friendship, or brother and sister relationship, and he wants to borrow her book that she has, and she says it's her book, this and that, and there's like a cute little exchange when he gives her the book. But yeah, I can't even tell you why they use that book because that's a spoiler too. But yeah, we're kind of working backwards in this review, but going off the cover, I really love this cover. I think that the snow covering Santa it's kind of a wackier cover, and this is a wacky book. So yeah, I saw a Goosebumps completionist did not like this book at all, and I can honestly understand everything that he's coming from on this because I expected to feel the same way, but I felt very intrigued, and I felt like I really wanted to know what was going on, what was happening next, and yeah, this was like a nice little change of pace for this book series, and I liked it. Like, it isn't perfect, it isn't amazing. The writing was atrocious. It was bad. I can't even describe the writing. Everything that is like the plans and stuff to get Santa back is very descriptive to the point where like, okay, we know what you're gonna do. Like, we're not infants, we know, like, I can't really describe it, but it'll be like he'll point out the obvious, like with some of the characters, like they'll be Shad will want to do something, and then he'll explain why he wants to do it, even though we know as a reader why he wants to do it. But I did like the characters of Shad and Virgil. I thought they were really cool. I like the fact that the story starts off with Shad just wanting to be friends with Emery just because of a treehouse, and then they actually become friends, based on the trying to save Santa Claus. This sounds ridiculous, but I really like this. Yeah, I didn't love it, but I don't think it was that bad. I can recommend this, I guess, but it's like not something that I'll be like, you're missing out if you don't read this, because it's really it's honestly like a Hallmark book. I don't know, but yeah, if I had to rate it, I'd give it 3 out of 5 stars easily. Nothing too outrageous, nothing too great. But yeah, 3 out of 5 stars for We Wish You a Scary Christmas. I didn't think it was that bad. A lot of people tend to hate this book, and I do see why they would not like this book. There are some boring parts, but yeah, it's kind of a given whenever this book is just so dense as there is a house across the road that has Santa Claus in a cellar, and you must save him. And that's the plot. Like, it's not anything that's like, multiple layers. There's no layers to this book. It's very, very, as Goosebumps completionist says, surface level. There's nothing amazing about this book. But yeah, I didn't think it was that bad. This is just my opinion. If you guys read this book, please let me know in the comments below. But yeah, 3 out of 5 stars from you guys. For We Wish You a Scary Christmas. Please let me know in the comments below what you think about it. Did you read it? Yeah, that's it. And goodbye.